This is the first Monday call for 2021. Can you believe this is the first Monday call for 2021? Can you believe it? I want to say that I had not just for myself, but for you all as well. And so I'm calling this the 52-week challenge. Last week we talked and I asked you guys to hang with me for 52 weeks. Hang with me for 1 year, for 1 year, and let's see what you can accomplish with your business in 1 year. Now, I'm gonna be like your coach. So I'm gonna give you instructions. I'm gonna, cheer you on and just be there for you. But you have got to put in the work. You've already started. You've already started the work. So now let's put in the work to make sure that we have everything we need. Now, speaking of work, I've got a lot of calls over the last week or so, and then sometimes I see on social media people say, "Oh, I got my nonprofit. Now what?" So a lot of times we just jump into things. We just execute, just jump in and do it. We just go online and do our paperwork and get it back. But we never really make a plan, and we never really make a strategy. And that's what I want to challenge you to do. If you had not had a plan written down, not in your head, because whatever's in your head is just a vision. A plan written down on paper with a solid strategy. And in addition to that, you are not the only one who is doing it. You must have a team if you want to be successful. You have to have a team. You cannot do this alone. So that's what I want to talk about tonight, making sure that you have a plan. I want to challenge you to go to grantwritingschool.org, sign up for the classes because we're going to meet every quarter, and I want to see how far you have gotten in your plan and in your strategy. So what I want to get at is, we never really make a plan. Has a plan written down, and then if you have a plan, how old is your plan? Does it need to be revised? And yes, it could be a business plan, but it doesn't have to be a business plan, 25-page business plan. It could be a 3-page strategic plan. What is your plan that you have for your business or your nonprofit? And again, does it need to be revised? When was the last time you looked at it? When was the last time you revised anything? What's the date on that plan? And then when you've written your plan, tell me the strategies that you have put in place to execute those plans. So what I want to do is want you to press *6 and the number 1. Remember, this is not about me. This is Ask Aretha. So I want you to ask questions. I want to hear your comments, your feedback, your thoughts, because this is about you growing. I'm just coaching you. I'm just here coaching you. You know, when you have a coach that gives everybody the play, and when you go out, you see people go on the field. The coach doesn't want to see them standing there. They want them to put what they've practiced into play. So press *6 and the number 1 to unmute yourself. Press *6 and the number 1 to unmute yourself. I want to know what plans you put into place. If you have any strategies that you've written down, again, none of your unmute yourself should be in your head. If you have all your plans in your head, then they're just visions. They're just dreams. What have you written down for your business? And even if it's just a life plan, what have you written down? Because we're going to walk through this, but for the next 52 weeks to make sure that you are on a winning team, that you will go to the Super Bowl by the end of this year. So press *6 and the number 1, and I'll be able to unmute you. *6 and the number 1. I am not going to be on the line and coaching if there's nobody to coach. So there many people call on the line, but everybody's afraid to talk. I'm not on social media tonight. We're strictly on the conference call, so you don't have to, be fearful of what you're going to say or anything like that. Press star six and number one. I'm also using a new app, so let me do this. Let me just unmute. Everybody's unmuted, so you can just talk. Feel free to. Um, what plans have you written down for your business, or do you need help with a plan? Do you need to say, hey, can I just 15 minutes of your time? I'm not going to charge you for 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes of your time to talk to you on the phone to help me just, talk out this and that I need to make this everything come to fruition. Go ahead. Somebody want to say something?
Well, I just chimed in, Miss Aretha. This is Marcus Webb with Positive Impacts. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Thank you for coming back on the call tonight.
I'm good. I guess I came in at the right time because I'm at the stage that you're speaking of. I'm really interested in developing a strategic plan and building capacity.
Good. Excellent.
So I wanted to come in again this week and see if I could get some help in that area.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you came back. Okay, so I'm gonna hopefully refresh your memory because and I'm gonna say this too, Diana, I don't think she's on the call tonight. But one thing I do admire about what she did, she brought her board members on the call with her. So I want to encourage you to invite other people on the call. I mean, it's free, and especially not just anybody, your board members, because they need to be hearing the same thing that you're hearing, so that when you meet and when you try to talk to them, you don't have to repeat yourself. They're not missing anything, and they might hear something that you don't hear. So last Monday, Diana was on the call, and Diana worked in the prison, and she wanted to have a transition home for women, and she's raised money, and she's let women come to her house, maybe stay for a weekend or whatever when they first get out. And she wanted.
I do recall that.
Definitely keep your for-profit side, without a doubt.
Right, I plan to.
Yes, good. So that's something we probably can talk about and strategize, because you probably have ideas. They probably just need to be flushed out, And so, so tomorrow, or actually tonight, my number is, I think you have it, 407-575-0685. You can text me, 407-575-0685. You can text me, and then I'll send you a link to my calendar, and then you can choose if you're available, because I don't know, what your schedule is. And then whatever date you choose, then I'll get with Sandra, because that's great what you're doing. First of all, thank you. I don't know anybody in America, especially African American, who does not have a family member who has been or is incarcerated. So thank you for what you do.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. And I'm trying to jog your memory also, because I called you because it's not just that demographic that we're working with. I posted about a young man. He's now attending Seminole State Community College, but he works for me on my construction company. And he's a young man that I've been mentoring, never been in trouble before. So, our thoughts is if we can positively impact, individuals who might be on the verge of, making bad decisions, because we all make them for. So, our thoughts, I just wanted to make sure you understood that that's what we're working with. It's not just ex-offenders, but young men, who might be at risk of committing crimes or thinking of doing something that might, put them in a bad situation.
Okay, I appreciate you telling me that. Thank you, and thank you for making a comment. That was wow, that was good. That was good. So, anybody else have any questions or comments?
I don't know how you got my email address, but I am a employee benefit specialist, and from DC, which is probably a lot of grants are generated from that are probably have a lot of missed opportunities for nonprofits.
Wow.
I don't know how this happened, but this is very interesting. I live in Orlando now, and I get the impression that there are a lot of opportunities for nonprofits, but they don't know what steps to take.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I started Grant Writing School, because I have been helping nonprofits set up their nonprofit, do their 501c3 for 20 years, and they always call back and say, okay, now I need a grant, already started, things that you need to do. And then, of course, we always do a grant writing session. The $1,000 grant, it is open, it is available. Also download that grant application at grantwritingschool.com, apply for the grant. The deadline is January 15th. So that is next Friday. So I like to coach. Well, so you said you go back again and tell me you worked in DC?
I'm from DC, and a lot of nonprofit organizations are located in DC, and national headquarters of several nonprofits are in DC. And I've been in the insurance and benefits business for about 30 years now. And I reside in Orlando, but I continue to be in the insurance and financial services industry. And I have been involved with nonprofits and helped them set up 403Bs and particular programs for nonprofits, because historically, folks who work for nonprofits are not highly compensated, and therefore benefits become a very important structure for folks who enter into the nonprofit arena. And everybody can't write grants or know what the process is. And I would venture to say there's a lot of funds out there for nonprofits, but folks don't know how to write and apply for grants.
That is true. Did you get my phone number? Did you write my phone number down?
I have a 518-318-5079, or the 407 phone number.
Yes, the 407 number.
Okay. 407-575-0685.
Yes, because I would love you to share about the benefits. Speaking with you. Thank you so much.
Your name sounds familiar, but maybe in the Orlando area, I guess.
Uh-huh.
That name sounds familiar.
Well, it should. I ran for Orlando mayor last year.
Okay. All right. That would make sense. Well, that means that the water and hole that old is your name has been mentioned before.
That's right. Okay. Awesome. This is great. Thank you again. Okay, the number ending in 2742. Any questions or comments? Hello?
Yes, no questions at this time. I'm just kind of listening in.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
And so, any questions or comments? 0517. Any more questions or comments?
Yes, I do have a question regarding particular types of grants. Mm-hmm. Are there any grants that would cover?
Last 8450. Any questions or comments?
Well, as always, I'm always astounded at how much information you share and give away, and how you just seem to always want to sow into the lives of others. So I am just I'm glad that I was able to be on the call. I just jumped off another one so that I could be here, and eventually we're going to get together and make some things happen. This is William Craig III.
All right. Yes. Thanks, William. I appreciate that. Definitely look forward to working with you. Definitely. This is the year. This is the year. You got to do it.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, there's a lot of synergy on this call tonight. A lot of us, we have work to do, and that's what this call was about. I said I wanted to do a 52-week challenge. I want to see what we accomplish by the end of the year. But we're not going to wait to the end of the year. We're gonna do it every week. We're gonna build and build and build every week and meet every quarter and see just how much we accomplish. I love to see nonprofits grow and thrive. That makes me happy. Nothing brings me joy than to see, somebody who started a nonprofit and they really thrive. So that's what I want to encourage you all to do. Should you plan, have your strategy in place, and then execute. If there are no more questions, I'm going to end the call tonight. Again, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for joining me on this first Monday. Please come back next Monday. Lock this number in your phone. Lock the time in. 8 o'clock sharp. We will start. And I look forward to hearing from you all this week. I'll be looking for your text because I know we got to connect Dr. T, Marcus, and TM. So I'll look for your text. And you all have a good night.
Okay, same to you.
Thank you.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Good night.